We're less than 24 hours away from midnight mining being officially over, and there's a few things that you need to be aware of as we start to wind down, especially when it comes to the consolidation of wallets. We're going to dive into this in today's video, talk about how to do this both on the NuFi wallet, how to do this on your cell phone if you're using that method, and then also on the Nocturn miner. I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know, and also the only type of mining that is going to be available in its final day. All that and more in today's video. If you're new here, my name is Alex. I talk about crypto news, crypto passive income. If you enjoy content like that, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, smash up the like. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, so as we dive into this video, there's gonna be essentially three methods that we're gonna go over as far as consolidating your wallet addresses into one specific wallet address. So that way, when you do go and claim, you don't have any issues and you don't spend a lot of money on fees. The main purpose for this is for people who used, for example, cell phone miners, or people who used something like NuFi, where you had 30 wallet addresses because you had a really strong CPU and you wanted to kind of spread your hash rates across multiple different cores and threads and to maximize your overall mining efficiency. So that being said, some people, because of how powerful their CPU was, they were running like 100 wallet addresses under one specific device. So that way, all of this consolidates and it's very easy to claim and you don't spend a lot of money on fees. That said, before we get into this, the only type of mining that is going to be happening over the next 24 hours is going to be via this main Glacier website that is currently available. I've done a little bit of mining on it, but it's very simplified, not a whole lot to it, but it is essentially just browser mining that is going to be available for the next 24 hours so that you are fully aware. Now, the main thing that you need to understand before you get into all of this is you want to make sure that the wallet address you're using is one that is registered. So for example, in this instance, I can see, I'm just going to disconnect here, but I have Eternal and I have NuFi. Now I can click on NuFi, continue, and I can see the destination address is set. Go down through this terms conditions. We did this in the very, very first video that we had on the likes of mining night. We're going to put in our spending password, enter. And well, looks like too many requests. So it seems like a lot of people may be trying to request this, but essentially you're going to have just you're going to have the confirmation. You're going to be able to see, you'll go over here and you can actually highlight over this right here. If you click disconnect, you're going to see that wallet destination wallet address and you can copy that. The reason you want to copy that is you're going to need that destination wallet address when it comes to running your the donation function for cell phone miners. We'll get to that in just a second, but I want to briefly talk about NuFi. A lot of you, including myself, use NuFi to mine with our computers using multiple wallet addresses, multiple browsers. It was phenomenal. It did very, very well. And I mined around 5,000 total night tokens just with one computer. So it's done very, very well for me. Not at all complaining. And what you'll do, they're currently pushing out an update. Seems like a lot of updates are happening now that we're in the last 24 hours. But essentially what you would go is they have a tutorial here on their X page. They also have another tutorial to go through the process of reassigning that is next to the address. So what you'll see is you'll see this. You need to make sure that you're in the web app, not in the Chrome extension. You're in that web app. Beside the start mining button, you're going to see a reassign button. And all that is essentially going to do is reassign all of your night tokens to the number one wallet address. You'll see a reassign button beside this top wallet address, but it's going to give you an error because this is the wallet address everything's getting reassigned to. So wallet 2 through 30 is all going to get reassigned to the first one. So do be mindful of that. But this is a great tutorial on how to do this. It's a step-by-step guide. I'll leave a link to this down below. There's also this X page. I'll leave a link down below too as well. But right now, I think they're pushing an update through, and that's why you're not able to see the account updates here which is perfectly fine. There's a lot of updates happening right now. But let's move on to talk about the actual Cell Hasher. So for a lot of you who are mining with your cell phone, specifically using the Cell Hasher software, this is going to be very, very important. There is also a tutorial, a step-by-step video, 4 minutes long, by the Cell Hasher team who put this together that shows you exactly what you need to do. Now, what's important is, like I said, and they talk about this in this video, is making sure that the wallet address, for example, this one that we've already pre-registered, is one that is the donation wallet address in your flight sheet. Now, if you want to know more details about the flight sheet, all those details of the actual setting up the Cell Hasher software, I go through it in the cell phone mining video, but I'm going to briefly go through it in this video right here for you. But I'll leave the 4-minute video guide down below so you can also check it out. So essentially what you're going to do is if you go here, this is going to be, you see all your devices. If you go over to Miner, you're going to see all of your cell phones that are connected. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to Miner types. You're going to click CH Miner, Cell Hasher Miners. And then you're going to see this populate, the night update consolidate. What you're going to do is going to go to flight sheets. You're going to add a flight sheet and you're going to type it, midnight, I can't spell, midnight combined, right? And then you're going to click your miner type. You're going to do the consolidate. And then this wallet address is the one that you already have pre-registered with the Glacier drop. So like I said, it's one that's already connected. You've gone through the terms and service. You're going to right click, you're going to paste that for YZ, the Y4Z. You can see if I go back over here, this is the Y4Z. So I know we're good there. And at that point, go back over to Cell Hasher, pull URL, it's going to be a period, password period, algorithm, not worried about that. And then we're just going to put 10 flags. You go click create, and then you're going to see this miner consolidate. And at that point, you're going to go over to your assignments. Under assignments, you're going to need to create a new bulk sheet. You name this bulk sheet, I would say the same thing as your flight sheet. And then you're going to click the midnight consolidate flight sheet. That's what I called it. And you're going to drag and drop. You're probably going to be in the mining one, but you're essentially going to drag and drop all of your different cell phones over to the consolidate. You're going to select all 3 of them, click run. Here you're going to see install miner because you're installing that specific consolidation script. And then you're going to get a end result where it's going to show that all of your wallet, all of your miners were consolidated to one specific donation wallet address. So at that point, you can also make sure that you are set to go at that point. And that is essentially all it is as far as the cell phone aspect. The NuFi aspect is simple. The cell phone with Cell Hasher is simple. The one that's a little bit more complicated is the Nocturn miner. I'm going to go through it into this video as well. They do also have a donate guide. They have this step-by-step process of what this looks like. So they also talk about this here as far as get the registered address. This is very, very important that you make sure that you get an address that is already pre-registered. So they go through the process here as well, go through a few details. And if you don't have a wallet already if you don't have a wallet address that's already registered, you can export your mnemonic phrase using something like NuFi, where you can export your mnemonic phrase after you've done all your consolidation, and then take that mnemonic phrase and create a NuFi account. It's going to have those details in there for you. And they go through this in this tutorial here as far as, let me see here. If you scroll up here, maybe it's down here. Maybe it's not here. Let me see where it shows this here, the guide. I think it's in this guide. Okay, so here you've got the opportunity where if you're not using a NuFi wallet to mine, can you still use NuFi's donate functionality? So you can restore your mining wallet into NuFi using a seed phrase by pairing a hardware wallet. Click airdrop to see your mining accounts, and then follow. You have multiple seed phrases and want to consolidate all to one address. That is also possible as well. So multiple different options to be able to do that. But under Nocturn, if we're going to go over through this, they give you a step-by-step guide, a video guide of how to do this as well. And like I said, the main thing they're going to see in this when you go and do the configuration is you want to make sure that the wallet address that you're putting in here is one that is already registered with Glacier Drop. So very, very important that you go and do that. Now, what you're going to do in this example, I'm going to just show you here as far as Vast AI is concerned. This is going to be the same thing that you would do if you are, for example, using the likes of Chlor. Chlor is just going to be terminal based. You're not going to have like this is all really done in terminal. You're not going to have the kind of desktop background that you have with the likes of Vast AI. So we're going to just open it up here, go through this very briefly, and this is going to give you everything else that you need to know. This has a little bit of more coding involved. It's not that much more complicated, but this is very, very doable and fairly simple to accomplish. So we're just going to connect here. Waiting for this to populate, which by the way, also it's going to have us put in the password. I figured out the hard way that the password is password. So no capitals, just straight password. At this point, I have another, you're going to just essentially go and open up a new window. In this instance, like we've talked about, you have the opportunity to go and run a command that is called cat settings.json. Now, the moment you run that command, you're going to, because I'm not going to run it because it's going to show my wallet address and all those details. At that point, you're going to have this essentially populate. This is exactly what's going to populate. It's going to give you your mnemonic phrase, and it's going to also show you the different threads, details, and it's going to have this donate function here that is going to be completely empty. So what you're going to want to do is type in a different code. I'm just going to click allow, and you're going to type in nano settings.json. And at that point, and this isn't going to give me the whole mnemonic phrase, so I'm not too worried about it. But at this point, you're going to have this here, the donate address, already have this added here. But what essentially you're going to have to go and do is you're going to go down and you're going to use your up and down arrows. You're going to go over and you're going to right click paste the wallet address you want to use. Now, at this point, once you've pasted it and once you are done, all this is all you essentially need to do. It's also shown in the Nocturn video of how to do it as well. You're going to go ahead and click Control, and then you're going to click X for exit. And essentially, that's going to be it. You've got your settings, and then you can go back into using the cat settings settings.json. If I spell it right, .json. Click enter, and then what you would populate is now with the update, it's going to now show your donate to address shown there. And like I said, you want to make sure that this donate to address is one that's already pre-registered with the likes of Scavenger Mine. So mind you have enough time to do this today. You have enough time to do this also tomorrow. Just don't wait till the last second. But this is also the 6-minute tutorial video of how to do this directly through what they've put together through the Nocturn team. They do have a couple of options. They have a folder that you can actually download, so like a text file folder that you can download and update. The unfortunate thing is if you're using like Chlor AI, you don't really have access to a file in a desktop version, so you have to really run it through the nano settings.json. Go in, can use your up and down arrows, paste the wallet address you're going to use the control key, use the button, whatever it references, whether if it's control X to exit, control, and you're going to have a option that comes up, populates, that says whether you want to save or not. You're going to click Y to save, and then at that point you would exit. So very, very simple processes. The last one is a bit more complicated, a little bit more convoluted, but you just have to make sure that you have all of the consolidation set up. There's plenty of videos by the companies who have created the software that have put this all together that I'll leave down below that have plenty of good tutorials. At the same time, they also have a Discord that they have where they have moderators that are there all the time to help you out if you have any issues. I simply just don't have all the time in the world to be able to do that. So hopefully this video was helpful. That said, the next 24 hours, you want to be able to use this specific browser. You also want to make sure you're still spreading this across multiple browsers. If you're mining Glacier Drop with different wallets all in the same browser, it does you no good. So still use different browsers when using the Glacier Drop. Hope this video is helpful. If it was, smash up the like. You enjoy content like this, consider subscribing. Until next time, guys, stay invested.